All right. So if you've seen the first video, it's posted unedited because if I would take the time to perfect the video and edit out all the flaws and everything, I eventually wouldn't put it out because I still have thoughts that I need to get out of my head. So it's a learning lesson for myself, but also it gives you all, the viewers, a chance to see the dedication I have for what it is that I'm going to do. So with that being said, that's why the video is like that. If you were able to go through it, it's just really an introduction as to why I'm starting to do this. It's nothing that important, but it'll be the steps that I make. I'm pretty much documenting the steps and progression to my success and what I have a passion for doing. That's pretty much all it is. I'm sorry if the sun gleams too bright. I'll try to keep it at an angle to where it's not disturbing to the eyes. But so this video will be about securing myself financially. So I plan on creating a business, an LLC, in the next upcoming days, so I can write things off. I'll be investing a lot of time and, most importantly, finances into this venture, and in order to not let that go to waste, but also have some kind of return on my investment, I plan on doing write-offs. I plan on documenting and leaving a paper trail of all of my finances and how I'm spending it. So whenever it does come time to for income tax season, I could go through that process and have everything written out. So an LLC would be my first legal step to secure myself and financially doing what it is that I need to do. So that'll be my first step. As far as the name, I'll let everyone know whenever it's done and finalized and secured. But then after creating the LLC, the next step is to open up a business account, a business bank account. I'll need, and my EIN, but that's free. I believe that's free to acquire. There's just a few searches online, and then I should be able to obtain that. But for the most part, and the EIN is just for tax purposes. It's like the social security, the social, what is it? Social security number. Yeah, your SSN. There we go. I don't know why I took it. But your SSN, it's the SSN of your business. That's all it is. So I'll acquire that. But the business account, it have to be a checking, a savings, and then the checking in which I'll pay out, like myself as an employee, but like I don't think that I'll be accruing finances for myself. But the main checking will be paying for like the business expenses being paid, and then the savings will be where I store that capital and pull that capital from. So it's just so they can trace it separately. But anyways, yeah. So after I get the LLC under my belt, then I'll be able to put a small deposit into a banking account for my to open up a business account, and then use that small capital to open up a small business line of credit, and then start building up a business credit business line of credit. And it helps to however much capital I put in there, most likely I'll put half inside of the business credit, and then use the other half to pay down that line of credit, just so I can stay in good standings. But so far, that's the process right now. And in the meantime, between time, I'll be speaking about inspirations that, man, this bump is alive. It's its own universe. In the meantime, between time, I'll be speaking about inspirations as far as what inspired me to start my universe, what made it its own universe, the different kind of characters, the inspirations for those characters, certain movies and shows that inspired and motivated thought for certain things, and how I see or my interpretation of a lot of content out right now, or YouTubers or content creators that I like to listen to for, I don't necessarily want to say motivation, but that spark of seeing things from a different viewpoint that'll inspire. Well, I guess I can't say motivation, I guess, or inspiration, but they kind of spark that certain level of creativity. It helps me perceive things differently, which is always good. Moving forward in a space where I am creating, because like I said, I am creating my own universe. I guess I could say now, I'll save that. But yeah. So that's what we're doing so far. So hopefully soon you'll be able to, well, not hopefully, soon you'll be able to get a look into my mind and how I think in regards to writing in general and storytelling. I mean, like I said, I did music. I mean, I still write music. I feel like that's something that's never going to stop. But I've always had a passion to write stories. And so now I have the opportunity to, well, I mean, I've always had the opportunity, but now I have the gall to finally make steps towards what I've been talking about for a long time. And, working on in silence and privacy, and working on in private. So the end goal would be to create like a actual, I prefer animation more than live action, because I believe that with live action it's really iffy. People change, circumstances change, environments change, and I don't really see a point of doing a full-blown series whenever over a certain amount of time, that actor might not be available, or, perfect example, the Spartacus series. Like after the first season, the main actor who played Spartacus, he passed. And whenever the second season rolled around, it didn't make that much of an impact because, I get it. They had to continue the story, but the character we've grown to enjoy as the MC Spartacus, he was no longer there. And so it's just like, it lost momentum in that way for me somewhat. I mean, I continued watching it, but like it just didn't have that same impact. Um, and my wife agreed. It confused me at first until I realized he was Spartacus, and then it just didn't really affect me the same way as watching the story. How you doing?
So I'll do that.
But yeah. So that's what we're doing so far. LLC, EIN, bank account. And once that's completed, on to the next step. My characters are already developed. Their stories are already rough draft and almost in completion stage. Currently, I just need to translate those scripts over into scripts, like fully developed scripts, from the rough draft form to give to comic an artist of my choosing. I know there's a debate about comics and manga when manga is just a Japanese word for comics, but there's a difference in art style, and I really wanted to go the manga route just because I prefer the certain levels of intensity they can reach. Not saying that comic artists can't reach that same level of intensity. It's just preference, I guess, to that at that point. But after that, it's just then that's when we'll really start getting into the meat and potatoes of the process, which is a big step for me, regardless of how people see it, because it's me not only talking about it but being about it, and the more people who see that, might inspire them to make the steps that they need, because once they do, you never know how that could change change not only their lives but someone in their vicinity. Because who knows, any little seed of inspiration you give someone could be the next step of them creating something that helps further whatever it is you have going on indirectly, which can be very beneficial to you in the long run. And you can take that how you may, and that can come in many forms. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and that's what we're focused on this week. Yep. By the time this video drops, let's see, where are we? Let's see, December 13th. Yeah, we're staying focused. So, starting Sunday, that's gonna be our goal. The LLC, and then the business account, and EIN. And hopefully, as I drop videos, hopefully that's something that I'm able to speak about as well. And as I give updates on progress, I leave early in the morning to go to work, and then I get off later in the morning. So I have nothing but time and thoughts. And so I'll try my best to hone my thoughts, control them, and direct them in a more controlled and informative way, to where I could communicate better. I mean, because at the end of the day, this is all helping me, just in case I have a pitch meeting. So I mean, that's what we're doing. So everyone have a blessed day. Stay focused. More importantly, seek peace. These are troubling times we're in right now, but don't let that slow you down. Because regardless, you still got to go through it. So, I mean, as long as you breathe, you still have to go through it. And I wouldn't have it no other way. Because it is difficult. But life is not a race, it's a marathon. And once you cross that finish line, and at least you can pat yourself on the back and know you had the strength to do and achieve. So stay blessed. Until next time.